the grandparents of all the houseless kids I have camped with. Sorry, I'd rather sleep under a bridge than your spare room. Stop. This is not an apology in dots and dashes, so I'll trade some floss for a stamp, fill up the back of a postcard from somewhere in Oregon. Grandma and Grandpa, hope you haven't forgotten about me yet. If it helps, I'm smart enough to keep a dry change of socks in my pack, and on cold nights when it's time to pitch tents, we take your advice. Light fires just big enough to cook with so we don't bother the neighbors. Now, if we would have only ever talked about sex, maybe your granddaughter would know better than to lie down easy on the banks of the Willamette, and little boys wouldn't have satisfied their primal quest for power by climbing on top of her. I never set out to draw attention to myself in a way that wouldn't make you proud. We asked only if you had anything to spare, not for you to empty your wallets. And those folks who handed us their dollars on Friday after the free meal were so sure where they were going, like crumpled tickets into a heaven. Our collection plates were open. I promise I never spanged unless I thought it was the right thing to do, an honest living. We felt like we needed to be earning money towards something. Like the weekend. High time arrived to embrace the dirty wrists of our youth. We got shwilly. Our whole paychecks went to a bottle that started out heavy but got easier to carry. We were running away from so many things. Our own magnified angst, your sons and daughters who'd rather inflict recurrent nightmares than take the time to learn what family means, but we never blamed anything besides society and the evils of big government. Some of us, we were planning big things, growing a movement, planning on passing through the Spring Estate until we stumbled upon each other to believe you. Not that your values aren't staunch and easy to grab a hold of, but we needed the right tools to pry a generation gap unlocked. We could have just acted like humans and talked, perfected conversation instead of avoiding it, practiced communication instead of how to make a mess of warm kitchens. Something bigger than plates and windows needed to break, and when it didn't, joined the unwashed. Home base became the sidewalks or the downtown bus station. On sunny days, we homesteaded the woods, ran a clean camp like you taught us, filled our pockets with micro trash, buried our used condoms, and as much as you don't think you want to hear it, we didn't actually sleep under that many bridges. So please, when we need to move in or reconnect or learn manners or whatever, give respect and you'll get it. We've covered a lot of miles on our own, but know that the family we found was home. Thinking of you all the time, hoping the years are treating you like they should. We're gonna find the nearest post office and send out one love.